This might surprise you, but every single morning, millions of people over 60 wake up with the same struggle. Stiff knees, aching fingers, a sore back that just won't ease. Most people think, well, that's just aging, right? But here's what I've learned after 30 years as a doctor. Sometimes the pain isn't because you're getting older. It's because something is missing from your breakfast plate. Hi, I'm Dr. John Smith, and today I want to share something simple yet powerful. 7 everyday fruits that can help reduce inflammation, protect your joints, and even rebuild cartilage. Naturally, we're talking about foods like tart cherries, oranges, prunes, and avocados. Fruits backed by science and proven to help people over 60 walk easier, sleep better, and feel stronger. So if you've been living with joint pain, stiffness, or worry about your bones weakening, don't skip this, because what you eat this week might change how you move next week. Part 1. Oranges, the bright shield that feeds collagen and softens stiff knees. It was a Monday morning when I got a call from Mrs. Elaine, 69, from Arizona. Her voice was soft but concerned. Doctor, for the past few months, my knees feel locked up. Every morning I do gentle yoga, take joint supplements. But that dry, stiff feeling just won't go away. I asked about her diet. She said lots of veggies, low sugar, no fried food. But when I asked, do you eat fruit daily? She answered, sure, apples, bananas, grapes, but not oranges. I've been avoiding them. Too sour upsets my stomach. I paused for a second, then gently explained. Did you know? Oranges are one of the best natural sources for collagen production. The very thing that keeps your cartilage smooth and flexible. Without enough of it, your joints dry out, stiffen, and ache, no matter how many glucosamine pills you take. Oranges. Sweet, simple, and a natural joint rebuilder in just one medium orange. 130 g, you'll find 70 millimoles of vitamin C. Nearly 90% of your daily needs. Flavonoids like hesperidin and naringenin. Powerful antioxidants. Folate, potassium, and calcium. For blood pressure and bone support. 0 bad fats, 0 cholesterol. But here's the real deal. Vitamin C isn't just for colds. It's a core ingredient your body uses to make collagen, the foundation of your joints, ligaments, and connective tissues. Collagen and aging. A quiet race against loss. After age 50, your body loses 1% of its natural collagen production each year. Cartilage starts losing its bounce, cracks, thins, and doesn't rebuild as fast. Joints feel dry and stiff, especially when twisting, bending, or standing up. Vitamin C is what activates the enzymes that link collagen fibers together. Without it, your body can't repair cartilage properly, whether from inflammation, wear and tear, or age. A study from Tufts University reported older adults who get enough vitamin C from food had 34% lower risk of joint degeneration compared to those who didn't. What else can oranges do for aging joints beyond collagen? The flavonoids in oranges help to reduce inflammation in joint tissue, neutralize free radicals that damage cartilage in chronic arthritis, improve blood flow to the joints by gently relaxing blood vessels, and thanks to their natural potassium and calcium, oranges also help regulate blood pressure, which is a big deal for seniors dealing with both heart and joint issues. How I helped Mrs. Elaine reintroduce oranges. We didn't treat oranges like a casual snack. We treated them like a daily therapy for her joints. 1 fresh orange every morning, about 15 minutes after breakfast. 1 small glass of pure orange juice, no added sugar in the afternoon. Mix orange segments into green salads with avocado or chia seeds to boost absorption of fat-soluble vitamins. After just 2 weeks, she called me back, Doctor. I'm still a little sore, but I can bend my knees more easily in the morning. Getting up feels lighter. I never thought 1 little orange could make such a difference. My perspective. After 30 years of watching knees heal or not healthy joints don't come from pricey pills. They come from the right nutrients taken at the right dose and at the right time, like vitamin C straight from a fresh orange. Every day you skip that orange, is a day your cartilage misses a key ingredient to rebuild itself. Don't let your joints rust out just because you didn't feel like peeling a piece of fruit. Are you eating oranges regularly? Yet, if not, start tomorrow. No expensive treatments, no magic cures. Just one orange every morning, and you're already walking down the path to slowing cartilage loss, softening those aging joints, and living with a little more comfort every single day. Part 2. Avocado, smooth on the outside, a soft touch for your joints inside. I once treated Mr. Thomas, 72 years old, a retired mechanical engineer from San Diego. He had a pretty classic American breakfast routine: white toast, a little margarine, and black coffee. But here's what was bothering him. "Doctor, every time I open my car door, my fingers pop, my shoulder hurts. When I reach overhead, I've tried glucosamine, but it's not doing much." When I suggested replacing margarine with half an avocado in the morning, he chuckled. "Avocado? Isn't that just fatty? I thought it'd make me gain weight." I smiled and replied, "Yes, it's rich, but it's the right kind of fat." And that's exactly what your joints are craving right now, avocado. The anti-inflammatory fat that feeds your joints. In just 100 g of avocado, you're getting 15 g of monounsaturated fats, MUFA, especially oleic acid, vitamins E, K1, B6, and C for immunity and tissue repair, magnesium and potassium for muscle relaxation and electrolyte balance, lutein and zeaxanthin, powerful antioxidants, soluble fiber, to support digestion and mineral absorption, and the star here. Oleic acid does a lot more than people think. It lowers CRP, reactive protein, a marker of chronic inflammation, blocks cartilage-destroying enzymes, boosts synovial fluid production, the natural joint lubricant that keeps movement smooth and pain-free. Vitamin E, your joint's protective armor after age 60. Our joints face increasing oxidative stress. Cartilage becomes thinner, more fragile. Vitamin E found in avocado helps by protecting cartilage cells, slowing connective tissue breakdown, reducing long-term inflammation, especially in knees and hands. A study from the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition reported adults who ate avocado at least 4 times a week had a 28% lower risk of severe joint inflammation compared to non-avocado eaters. How I helped Mr. Thomas add avocado to his day. Here's what we did. Nothing fancy, just consistent. Half an avocado every morning with whole grain toast and a boiled egg. Homemade guacamole, avocado plus lime plus chopped red onion, plus a dash of pepper. For afternoon veggie dipping, avocado smoothie, blended with almond milk and chia seeds, 2 to 3 times a week as a light meal. 1 month later, he came back and said, "Doctor, my hands still make a little sound, but they don't hurt anymore. I can reach for my coat without that sharp pain in my shoulder. Honestly, I think I'm falling in love with avocados again, from my perspective. As a doctor and a man in his 60s, people worry about fat, but they forget to worry about inflamed joints. And the truth is, your joints need healthy fats to stay lubricated, rebuild cartilage, and keep inflammation in check. Avocado isn't just food. It's a living oil, a plant-based balm that seeps into every layer of your aging joints, softening them one finger at a time. Do you eat avocados regularly? Have you ever thought that this creamy green fruit could help your knees move more smoothly in the morning? If not, start today. Not a whole bowl. Just half an avocado a day, and that alone could be the difference between a painful step and a steady one. Part 3. Tart cherry, a tiny red gem that quiets knee pain. It was a rainy afternoon in Portland when Mr. Richard, 68 years old, and a former amateur tennis player, walked into my clinic with a slight limp. His right knee had clearly been telling him, "I've had enough, doctor. I really don't want to rely on pain meds forever, but the ache just keeps coming back, especially when the weather changes. Is there something more natural that actually works?" I asked him. "Have you ever tried tart cherry juice?" He raised an eyebrow. "Cherries. I used to snack on sweet cherries back in the day. But tart cherry juice? Never tried it." I smiled and said, "Those little red cherries, especially tart cherries, aren't just fruit. They're nature's own pain relief wrapped in a juicy red shell. And they just might help your joints rest for a change, tart cherry." small but mighty for long-term joint pain. We're not talking about sweet cherries here. Tart cherries, the sour kind, often used in pure juice or dried form, are packed with anthocyanins, powerful antioxidants that inhibit COX-1 and COX-2 enzymes, just like NSAIDs, but without the stomach damage. Lower levels of CRP, C-reactive protein, a key inflammation marker, help reduce joint pain, swelling, and improve mobility. In just 8 ounces, 240 milliliters of pure tart cherry juice, you get 30 to 40 milliliters of anthocyanins. No bad fats, low in calories. Rich in potassium, which reduces water retention in joints. Contains flavonoids that help calm mild inflammatory responses. What science says about tart cherries and joint health. A study published in the Journal of Nutrition found patients with knee arthritis who drank tart cherry juice twice a day for 21 days experienced significantly reduced pain and lower CRP levels than the control group. Another study from Oregon Health and Science University concluded tart cherry juice may be an effective natural option for knee pain relief, especially in older adults who cannot tolerate long-term use of pain medications. How I recommended it to Mr. Richard. Here's the simple routine I gave him. Drink 48 ounces, 120 to 240 milliliters of pure, unsweetened tart cherry juice daily, split into morning and evening. Stick with it for at least 2 to 3 weeks before evaluating results. If fresh juice isn't available, use tart cherry powder mixed with water or tart cherry extract capsules 3 weeks later. He came back smiling, "Doc, I'm not calling it magic. But I've woken up the past few mornings without that sharp pain stepping out of bed, haven't touched a pain pill in 10 days. From my perspective, a doctor who's watched thousands of joints heal over time. If there's one fruit I trust to take the edge off joint pain without harming your stomach, liver, or kidneys, it's tart cherry. Especially for older adults, when your gut lining is thinner and your liver and kidneys are working overtime. Tart cherry juice is a gentler, more natural path to managing pain. Have you ever tried tart cherry? Next time your knees are aching or your fingers feel stiff in the morning, instead of reaching for another pill, why not reach for a glass of tart cherry juice? Your joints just might thank you. Part 4. Kiwi, the fuzzy green fruit that helps calcium get where it belongs. One of my longtime patients, Ms. Joanne, age 70, from Seattle, came to see me with early signs of bone loss. She looked concerned and said, "Doctor, I drink milk every day. I take calcium supplements like clockwork, but I still get tingling in my feet. My joints feel tired, and my knees feel like they're falling apart. Every time I go up the stairs," I gently asked her, "Are you sure your body is actually absorbing all the calcium you're taking in?" She paused and admitted softly, "Honestly, I don't know." And that was the perfect moment to introduce her to one of my favorite little fruits, kiwi. Small in size, big for bones and joints. In just one medium kiwi 75G, you'll find 92 milliliters of vitamin C, even more than an orange, 237 milliliters of potassium. Balances electrolytes and helps prevent cramping, 17 milliliters of magnesium. Relaxes muscles, helps your body build protein. Folate, vitamin E, soluble fiber actinidin, an enzyme that helps digest protein and improves nutrient absorption. But here's the key. It's the combo of vitamin C, potassium, and magnesium that helps deliver calcium exactly where it's needed, into your bones, not your kidneys or joints. Calcium can't do its job without a guide. Many older adults take calcium but still develop osteoporosis. Why no vitamin C? Your body can't build enough collagen to hold calcium in your cartilage. Not enough magnesium, calcium ends up in the wrong places like joints or kidneys. Low potassium causes electrolyte imbalance, muscle cramps, and poor mineral absorption. Kiwi is one of the rare fruits that naturally provides all three. In a small, easy-to-digest, low-sugar package. Perfect for seniors with sensitive digestion. What does the research say about kiwi and bone health? A study from the University of Otago, New Zealand, found seniors who ate kiwi 5 times a week for 3 months showed significant improvement in calcium absorption and fewer nighttime muscle cramps related to electrolyte imbalances. Another study reported pairing kiwi with calcium-rich foods like milk or plant-based milk boosted calcium retention in bone tissue by 18 to 22%. How I guided Miss Joanne to add kiwi to her routine. Here's what we did. Eat 1 kiwi in the morning or mid-afternoon after a light meal. Combine kiwi with plain yogurt, chia seeds, or a spoonful of almond butter. If you have a sensitive stomach, peel the skin and eat it with a few slices of ripe banana to reduce mild irritation. 6 weeks later, she returned smiling, "Doctor, I'm not sure if it's the kiwi, but my legs cramp less at night. My knees feel lighter and I'm sleeping better lately. I actually look forward to that juicy little kiwi every morning. For my 30-plus years in practice and my own journey in my 60s. Kiwi doesn't just help digestion, it's a quiet guide, making sure calcium ends up where it's needed. Not in kidney stones, but in your bones. You can take calcium for life. But if you don't pair it with the right foods like kiwi, it's like mailing a letter with no delivery address." Do you eat kiwi regularly? You're taking calcium but still feel joint pain, still getting leg cramps at night. Add 1 kiwi to your day. That's all it takes. Sometimes just one small fruit can bring you closer to a night without cramps and a morning with lighter, easier steps. Part 5. Pineapple. The sweet fruit that soothes inflammation, eases joint swelling, and helps cartilage heal. I once treated Mr. Raymond, 71 years old, a retired postal worker with chronic knee arthritis. After a day of gardening or long walks, his knees would swell up, feel warm to the touch, and ache. Despite taking mild pain relievers, "Doc, I don't want to rely on pills forever. Is there something natural that actually works?" I asked him. "Do you like pineapple?" He smiled and said, "I love it, but my wife says it's too heaty. So I don't eat it much." I shook my head gently and smiled back. The truth is, pineapple isn't heaty at all. In fact, it contains a special enzyme called bromelain, a natural anti-inflammatory that helps your joints heal from within. Bromelain, the natural enzyme hidden in fresh pineapple. Bromelain is a mix of protein-digesting enzymes found mostly in the core of fresh pineapple and the fruit near the stem. Once in your body, bromelain helps block prostaglandins, the molecules that trigger inflammation, reduce swelling in soft tissue around the joints, improve blood flow to damaged joints, speeding up repair, ease pain caused by strain or joint degeneration. In just 100 g of fresh pineapple, you'll also get 80 millimoles of vitamin C, essential for collagen formation, manganese, potassium, and vitamin B1 for cartilage metabolism, soluble fiber, which supports digestion and eases constipation, a common issue for older adults. What does research say about pineapple and joint pain? A review from the Alternative Medicine Review found bromelain has been used as a natural therapy for mild arthritis, showing effects similar to low-dose NSAIDs without the digestive side effects. Another study from the University of Reading, UK, reported participants who took bromelain, either from pineapple or supplements, experienced reduced swelling, less pain, and better knee function within 4 to 6 weeks. How I guided Mr. Raymond to use pineapple. Here's how we made it work. Eat 3-4 slices of fresh pineapple, not overly ripe. No added sugar or salt, 3 to 4 times a week. Prioritize the soft inner core, that's where most of the bromelain lives. After light physical activity, drink a glass of fresh pineapple juice, blended with ginger or turmeric to boost the anti-inflammatory effects. If you have acid reflux, eat pineapple after a main meal. Not on an empty stomach 2 months later. He came back with a smile, "Doc, I'm still gardening, still walking, but my knees swell less." Even my wife was surprised pineapple helped that much. Now I buy a whole one every week and slice it up ahead of time. From my years of practice, pineapple is nature's sweet anti-inflammatory. The bromelain in pineapple is like a silent friend to your joints. It won't make you dizzy. It won't hurt your stomach. It just quietly cleans up inflammation, softens damaged cartilage, and helps you rise from your chair a little easier each day. Not all medicine comes in a bottle. Some of it might be sitting in your fruit basket right now. Have you ever thought of pineapple as joint medicine? Have you ever imagined that a few slices of pineapple after dinner could calm that persistent knee pain? Try it not just because it tastes good, but because your joints deserve a gentle, natural way to heal. Part 6. Raspberries, tiny red gems that help stop silent joint degeneration. I still remember Miss Agnes Farm, 73. a retired art teacher who came to see me one quiet morning in March. Her voice was soft, almost like a breeze. "It's not sharp pain, doctor, but every morning it takes me nearly 10 minutes of rubbing my knees just to stand up. My hands feel stiff too. I can't hold a paintbrush the way I used to." Her diet was very traditional: rice, steamed vegetables, lean meat, and fruits like bananas and apples, I suggested. "Why not try adding raspberries to your afternoon snack?" She chuckled. "Raspberries. That little sour thing you see on cakes? I thought they were just for decoration." I smiled and said, "They may be small, but they're warriors. Inside that soft skin is a powerhouse of antioxidants that could help keep your joints from slowly breaking down each day. Raspberries. A red shield against joint inflammation and cartilage breakdown. In just 100 g of raspberries, you get 25 milligrams of vitamin C, crucial for collagen production, ellagic acid, anthocyanins, and quercetin. 3 powerful polyphenols, 552 g of soluble fiber, supports digestion and mineral absorption, magnesium, manganese, and vitamin K, essential for bone health. Polyphenols in raspberries help neutralize free radicals that damage cartilage, inhibit MMP enzymes, matrix metalloproteinases, known to break down joint cartilage, reduce chronic low-grade inflammation, the silent force behind joint degeneration in older adults. What research says about raspberries and joint health? A study from Oregon State University found osteoarthritis patients who consumed 50 g of raspberries daily for 12 weeks showed a 23% reduction in inflammation markers and significant improvement in joint mobility compared to the control group. Another study concluded polyphenols in raspberries protect cartilage from oxidative stress damage, especially in joints like the knees and hands in individuals over 60. How I helped Ms. Agnes add raspberries to her routine. 1/2 cup of fresh or frozen raspberries daily, either after lunch or as an afternoon snack. Pair them with unsweetened Greek yogurt or walnuts for added anti-inflammatory benefits. In the evening, drink warm water with a slice of lemon to support detox and enhance the effect. 4 weeks later, she returned holding a painting of wildflowers. Her eyes were sparkling as she said, "I painted for almost an hour. My hands didn't cramp, my knees don't feel as tight anymore. I don't know if it's the berries or my mood, but I'm going to keep eating them." From my years treating worn-out joints that slowly came back to life. Raspberries aren't magic, but they're like a soft red armor for your joints. No pills, no side effects, just nature doing its quiet work. Joint degeneration doesn't happen overnight, so protecting your joints doesn't have to be loud or drastic either. It just needs to be right, consistent, and gentle. Have you ever eaten raspberries for your joints? Next time you're choosing a snack, instead of reaching for a cookie or chocolate bar, try a small handful of plump red raspberries. Because sometimes the thing that keeps you steady on your feet isn't in a doctor's office. It's right in the palm of your hand. Part 7. Prunes, the humble fruit that quietly protects your bones as you age. During a routine checkup, Mrs. Dolores, 74, who lives alone in New Mexico, showed me her bone density report. It revealed early-stage osteoporosis, and she sighed. "I take calcium supplements, eat plenty of greens. But my bones still feel weaker, my lower back aches, and stairs make my legs shake. Am I doing something wrong?" I gently asked, "Do you eat prunes?" She looked surprised. "Prunes? I thought those were just for constipation." I nodded and smiled. That's what most people think. But prunes are actually one of the very few foods clinically proven to help prevent bone loss in older adults. Think of them as quiet gatekeepers standing guard, helping your bones stay strong as the years go by. Prunes, small fruits with big power for your bones and joints. In just 5 to 6 prunes 50 g, you get 320 milligrams of potassium. Helps reduce calcium loss through urine. 7 milligrams of boron. A rare but vital mineral for bone density, vitamin K1C, and antioxidant, polyphenols. 3 g of soluble fiber, plus natural sorbitol. Aids digestion, prevents constipation. Only 100 calories. Won't cause weight gain if eaten in moderation. But what really makes prunes shine? They're boron and polyphenols. These compounds activate your bone-building cells and slow down the breakdown of old bone. a perfect combo for aging bodies. What science says about prunes and bone health. A 12-month study from Pennsylvania State University showed postmenopausal women who ate 5 to 6 prunes daily experienced significantly less bone loss in the hips and spine compared to those who didn't. Another study published in the Journal of Nutrition confirmed antioxidants and boron in prunes reduce the activity of bone-destroying cells, osteoclasts, and protect bone-building cells, osteoblasts. For older adults, this is huge. Natural, effective, safe, and with 0 side effects. How I helped Mrs. Dolores add prunes to her routine. Eat 4 to 5 prunes daily, split between morning and afternoon. Soak them in warm water for 5 minutes before eating to make them softer and easier to digest. Pair with plain Greek yogurt or a pinch of cinnamon to boost taste and antioxidant absorption. Stay hydrated. 5 to 2 liters of water daily helps the fiber do its job. 3 months later, she returned with a calm smile. My back doesn't feel like it's curving anymore. I can get out of bed without feeling dizzy. And best of all, I'm not as afraid of falling down the stairs now. What I've learned after decades of caring for aging bodies, prunes may not be flashy or trendy, but they are one of the most loyal friends your bones can have. They don't need advertising. They just need your patience, just a few each day, and they'll quietly strengthen your spine, hips, and knees for years. Yes, bones will age, but you can still choose to grow older standing tall, not worrying about fractures with every step. Have you ever thought of prunes as bone medicine? If you're taking calcium daily and still feeling weak, it's time to ask, am I just sending calcium into my body, or actually helping it stay there? Start small, just a few prunes in the morning. Before you go, let's recap the healing power in your fruit basket. After thousands of case files and heart-to-heart chats with older patients, I've learned this simple truth. Not every remedy is written on a prescription pad. Some of the most powerful ones, they're sitting in your kitchen bowl. Oranges, to keep your joints smooth and mobile each morning. Avocados, to nourish your cartilage with anti-inflammatory fats. Tart cherries, to soothe pain without a pill. Kiwis, to guide calcium to the right places. Pineapples, to soften inflammation and help healing. Raspberries, to guard your joints from silent breakdown. Prunes, to keep your bone density from slipping away. If you're entering your 60s, 70s, or beyond, don't let your knees hold you back from living the life you love. Start with something small, a slice of orange, half an avocado, a handful of berries. Let your body answer with lighter steps, better sleep, and more vibrant days. If you found this message helpful, be sure to subscribe to this channel so you never miss a new video. I'm Dr. John Smith, and I'll see you next time where we'll keep unlocking the simple, natural ways to care for your joints, your bones, and your peace of mind.